There we go. Ahoy, everyone. Welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with...
He is a mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service, along with...
Sandwich-eating gremlin Liz.
I was about to make a joke. Oh, hello.
I was thinking the same before with 2 cheap shots.
Anyways, welcome, Liz imitate Scooby. Welcome back to CrossCode for our 18th stream of this, if my count is correct.
How many streams?
18.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, the game can go drink now in certain countries.
Wait. We already done 18 stream of this?
Yeah, this is number 18. Okay,
Well,
yeah.
Over a year now.
Yeah, last time we got to the end of the CrossCode dungeon, which was relatively short, but, well, that's because there's a big freaking boss fight waiting for us at the top here. One has reached the very top of the Grand CrossCode. Standing high above the earth, one is now ready to fight the Guardian of CrossCode.
Sun moved on in a giant space whale.
Yeah. Okay, I almost beat them. I ran off the ledge there. I almost beat them last time. Also, I'm just going to preemptively drink some tea.
I should name
Oh dear. I need to confess, I'm also eating sandwiches.
Are you two trying to make me jealous or something? Yep. Also, that's... Okay, no weaknesses, so I can basically throw whatever I want at this thing.
Yep. It really looks like a mix between a whale, a shrimp, and a Donklostius.
I think it does break faster with shock, though.
Nope, monkey. Okay, I'm probably going to overload. Yep, right there. Okay, but I can focus on dodging. It. And yeah, I almost beat this thing last time, but it got me after I used the very last of my healing items. So let's see if I do any better today. There.
Yeah, now you'll be doing this, well, not just before bed.
That as well. Ow. Come on,
Right,
break
so
the
it
stupid
only
wheel.
breaks to all it only breaks to all if you're using shock.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the trick again. Monkey's going to throw lightning bolts. Which breaks this guy. Okay. There, dodge those. Bit of a waste, but oh well. Okay, now it's his turn. What? Okay, I need to find the timing for those charges again. For now. Here we go, dissect the monkey.
Nice. Good combo.
Good. Okay. Ow. Okay. He leaps away and then goes to strike. There. Okay, that's his first bar gone. Time for the whale again. I'm not sure if I can actually dodge that first hit. I'm unsure if you can dodge that first blast. Quick heal. I should keep the regen up, huh?
Yeah, regen is pretty good.
Ow. Yep. Luckily, we have a dozen of those things. Yep. There.
Oh dear.
There. Okay, there we go. Time to go whaling. Okay. There. Okay, we need to finish. We need to complete the chain. And then we can beat up on it. Okay, that's a bar from both of them gone.
Yay!
I'm not sure you can dodge that because I dodged away 3 times there in total and still hit me. Drop the healing. Almost broke it again. Oh, come on. Maybe it is more. Maybe you need to dodge precisely there instead of trying to get distance. Okay. Dodged a bit too late. Oh well, it didn't dodge that anyways. The 11K.
Why am I getting weird Metal Gear Revengeance vibe from that?
Okay, is this just a timing thing? No. Or if it is, then I just don't get the timing. Now it's doubling up on those. Put that on again. One. Okay, it's not going for a third. Need to recharge. May as well eat one of these here, because this is going to hurt one way or another. Especially if I get hit 3 times by that. There. Recharged. Yep. No, you don't. Ow. Yeah, I think during those bits I have to choose between attacking or dodging, because if we attack during it, we can't dodge enough. That was probably wasted, but oh well. There. Okay, that's got still close enough. Or not? What? There we go. Okay. Not sure why the previous one didn't hit. Maybe I was just a bit too far away. Almost got done with the whale. There we go. Now it's time for monkey.
Return the monkey.
Now return of the monkey. Okay. Okay. 2, 3. Wait, watch where they go, yeah. And dodge. Okay. All right, this trick again. Yeah. Electric for that. They've still got hit somewhat. 2, 3. Oh, thank you. There. 1, 2, 3.
You managed to dodge the last one.
There we go. Straight out of your second phase.
We want to take a second to down a regen item here in a sec.
Yeah. There. Yep. See. I remember last time I got past. Managed to dodge those by dodging towards him. One, 2. There. One of them fell off.
Yeah.
Get back here, you. 2. Up, got the last one. There. There, get up the fucking tree.
No, that's
Fight me now.
Those are relatively easy to dodge. Yep, he's going for it again. Just keep dodging and don't be where the laser beams be.
Also, wave is just generally easier because it's the element that comes with regen and naturally higher health.
Okay. Let's deal with Disco Stew here.
I know what the captain said, but I still somehow thought of disco stew.
Yeah, that's what happens when you put a disco ball in a in a pot. There we go. There.
Yes!
Return to hell, monkey. Battle on the crown. Defeat the Son of the East and the Ancient Guardian, the Grand Kiskajo. One has fully ascended the Kiskajo and shown true mastery of shock and wave. I almost said shock and awe. Visitor from far away. I congratulate you. Farewell.
Monkey!
And he pisses off back to heaven to steal a bunch of new peaches.
Steal immortality again. Hi.
Sphere Manzalia, we've been waiting for you. At least I wasn't last. Yes, Grasshat was here first. Just how long have you been waiting? Oh, for a little bit. No way. Well, to be fair, I've run the Grand... Wait, you're smurfing? I've run the Grand Kiskajo before? What? Obviously, this is my first Crossworlds character. Then why didn't you say anything? You dragged me into the whole thing. I figured you'd be aware that I'm an advanced player. Well, you lost to Leah several times in the duel, so I thought you were all talk.
The expression.
He objects to that. No, that's just because Leah is exceptionally skilled, that's all.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are. The very top of the Grand Kriskaja. The final major temple completed. And all we have to do is beat an ape and a gigantic whale in a tree. Also, suddenly space? Are we really that high up? It is just an illusion, of course. We Seekers would not survive long in space without oxygen. And do we even need to breathe as avatars? I'm talking in-game lore. Oh, right. Let's proceed. Alright. Phew, that boss was quite something, wasn't it? Oh yeah, that ape was raging like crazy at the end. Oh, did you guys defeat the whale first? Yeah, isn't that pretty much the only way? No, you can defeat the ape first as well. You just need to knock it off the whale in the later rounds using those wave teleport bubbles. Whoa, I didn't even notice. I was just 100% focused on punching that whale. Wave bubble? Okay, so when it's doing the charge from side to side with the wave coming beneath it? Is that what they mean?
I don't know.
Because I have absolutely no idea what they might mean there. Envoy of Change. With the endurance of a flowing river. With the agility of a gust of wind. You shall reach your destination. Going up those extra speed. Hello. A whale, a huge whale! So a hoverboard wasn't quite crazy enough. No, they had to put an ape on a whale. Wait, that was quite strange. Dodging that lightning and whale jump was pretty intense. I'll still take it over a bunch of bugs any day. It was an honorable challenge, perfectly fit for a Spheromancer. Wait, which part of it being a giant whale makes it honorable? Well, it's huge and majestic. Can't deny that. Okay.
Oh dear.
I gotta admit, I was surprised when I found out they would give us two elements so close to each other. Surprised? Don't you mean shocked? Dude, that pun is overused. Come up with something better. I can't think of anything. Sorry. It's fine. I'll wave this off.
Wait,
I'm
what's
in
that
space.
hill?
You mean the floor is transparent. There is no fence. What is this? Calm down. They made me go higher up than anyone has any right to be. Is this on purpose? Do they want to scar me for life? You're gonna be fine.
Oh, he's those two again.
The one's afraid of heights. Envoy of Change. With the strength of a burning sun, with the resilience of a solid mountain, you shall reach your destination. You again? Okay, am I miss... oh. I'm getting off the stairs too early to get the meditation guy. Your journey has brought you to many different places. From freezing mountains over scorching deserts to the unforgiving wilderness. Now you stand victorious, high above the ground. You mastered all the four elements, withstood all the trials. You, the traveler, the envoy of change. Your accomplishments shall be acknowledged. Take this shade to open the path further to the east. Star Shade. And with that, we should have access to level 3 attacks?
Yup.
Your resourcefulness is apparent and deserves to be further rewarded. I shall add to your strength to prepare you for challenges to come. Oh? Oh, SP bar extended. Nice. Let your every step form the path of your growth. Congratulations, Seeker. You collected all 4 elements and mastered the final challenge of the Grand Kiskajo. The time has come to enter the final stage of Operation Trackwalker. With the Star Shade, you can access Sapphire Ridge to the east of Autumnfall. To proceed, seek the Cave Inn to learn more about your next task. Take the reward for your accomplishments. 2 overrides. Good luck and stay vigilant.
I just realized a pond there.
Oh.
Cave in.
If it's an inn in a cave, I'm going to watch my head. Finally, the Star Shade. Now the endgame begins.
Why?
Because you can learn all the level 3 combat arts now. Duels are now especially interesting. Which reminds me... Yeah. Apollo is looking at his watch, and all it says is duel. Are you serious? Do you want to duel with Leah right now? Well, now certainly isn't the best time. We both need time to prepare and get familiar with all the new skills. We played for a whole lot at once, didn't we? It's about time to log off. That is a good point, too. Anyway, didn't expect to say this, but it was pretty fun racing with you. You should join our party again sometime, Grasshead. It's Apollo to you. I'll think about it. Wee. Anyway, I'll log out now. See you around. Yes, me too. Until then, Spheromancer Leah and Pentafist Emily.
Bye!
Mon Dieu, what a mouthful.
I love him.
Alright, looks like we are finally ready. Now that we collected the Star Shade, we can enter Sapphire Ridge. We've heard quite a bit about this place, so I am curious about it. Anyway, we have played for a pretty long time again. Should we call it a day as well?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, good night, Leah.
Bye.
Time to dream of electric sheep.
Also, the one level 3 skill that I think you're going to really enjoy is the wave level 3 ranged art.
Okay. She really isn't responding at all. Go ahead. It started about half an hour ago. Do you think it's because of the incident with Shizuka? It's possible, but I'm afraid it's the first time I've encountered this kind of reaction. I'd need direct access to the Evertar server to effectively debug this. Wait, there's a server? That's out of the question. Is there really no alternative? Well, there might be another option. Okay. That totally doesn't look worrisome. Good morning, Leah.
Hi.
So, did you see anything new in your dreams? Well, anything you can think of you will be able to communicate?
Sorry.
It is fine, Leah. I suppose they are just dreams in the end. They can be confusing. Anyway, time to enter Sapphire Ridge. It is located to the east of Autumn's Fall, remember? And once we are there, well, I suppose we just have to walk around until you recognize the places from your dreams. If I remember correctly, you first have to solve a main story quest in order to access the whole location. So it's probably a good idea to focus on that first. Oh yes, one last thing. It is fine to explore the area with your friends, but once we get close to uncovering that hidden location, we should make sure we are alone. I expect none of this is really supposed to be official. Yeah, we'd basically be uncovering a hacked area of the game, and yeah, the more people we draw to that, the more likely we're going to draw attention to it. And, well, us.
Yeah.
Oh, hell. Leah, you're here?
Hi.
What a coincidence. I guess you just logged in, didn't you? Emily already told me how you did the temple together with Apollo. That really must have been interesting. Don't worry about me. I just did the dungeon at my own pace. It was nice for a change. Anyway, I just collected the Star Shade. So, if you want me to tag along in Sapphire Ridge, just tell me. Okie dokie. By the way, this place is quite amazing, isn't it? A view like this, just a clear sky at night. And just like a clear sky at night. It has always impressed me. A boundless sea of stars.
Now that's a different pixel art game.
Oh. Hello. When you see it, you start to realize just how insignificant we are to this world. By the way, I know a good sign for this. Okay, now we're getting flashbacks whilst we are logged in. Awake.
Wait.
What?
It's sign language.
Hey, I know that one. It's a sign for stars. How come you know this? Did somebody teach it to you? I never knew you actually learned sign language before. Well, we only learned it about now. Technically more remembered than learned. Oh, that reminds me. You should drop by the first Scholars HQ now that you're online. They've got some great news for you. I'll go ahead. Let's meet over there. See you.
Bye.
They finally managed to find some pen and paper. Chapter 8 complete. That was interesting. How do you know that sign, Liam? Or rather, do you remember who taught it to you? I see. Well then. Well, we could enter Sapphire Ridge now, but I suppose you might as well go to your guild first and listen to their news. And he's still here.
We can test out new skills.
Yeah. Hi. Outer space. Countless stars. The absolute silence of the vacuum.
How?
Well, I suppose the last one doesn't apply.
We're escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Yeah? Did you recognize any constellation yet? Not really. Do you think this celestial sphere is even the same? I heard this place isn't too far from our planet, so it should be about the same. Well, unless all of this is just simulated, which it probably is. Right. They like to mess with things like this to keep their artistic freedom. A reminder again that this is taking place in like a... not really a Star Trek sort. Actually, you don't know what this... what big media sci-fi show this is the closest to. Okay. Now, let's get back into the actual air. Okay.
You mean ground?
Yeah. That as well. Okay. Trial. No, not actually. Over here, Autumn's Rise. And there. Can we... Okay, no, that... Why did I put a... That must have been put there accidentally, I'm guessing. So... Let me not jump out of that completely.
You doing okay there, Captain?
Just fumbling with the controls as usual. As we get into elevator music land.
Also, your base SP bar is now enough to pull off level 2 skills.
Yeah, it now has 3 sections of 4. Alright, let's have ourselves a look then. Now I've got the stupid idea of a Rayman parody of Bandland, but it's all elevator music, and all you do is slide along at absolutely asinine slow pace. Let's see, the wave motion and the ether beam. I'm guessing this is the one you want me to go for, huh?
The wave motion beam is the coolest skill in the entire game.
Okay, we need one more level for that. Okay, halfway there.
Are we living on a prayer? Hi!
Leah, Cherie, perfect timing. Hello, dear. I heard you've just been at the top of Grand Quiscaggio?
Mm-hmm.
It's such a magical place, eh? Floating high up in space, meeting all of the ancient gods together. Oui, it's great. Anyway, we got awesome news, Leah. It's time for our second raid. Emily cutting right to the chase as always. Anyway, she's right. We found another opportunity for a raid thanks to Srani. Please don't mention it. No need to be so humble. You looked it up and told us about it. This raid would start tomorrow and is once again for 6 people. Luke isn't around at the moment, so Albert will join instead. That is, if you have the time, Leah. Of course you have, no? Hello. Technically speaking, we have all the time in the world, except, well... Leah, I'm really sorry to say this, but it would be wise to decline the offer this time.
Why?
I have this suspicion, you see. It looks like the current raid system has a security hole enabling a third person to drag you out of it. That is likely how you ended up in Vermilion Wasteland last time.
How?
And we really cannot afford to end up there a second time. Especially right now when we are so close to reaching that place in your dreams. So doing the raid right now would be very risky.
Aww.
Yeah, there's a Dutch saying about a mule not running into the same stone twice. Unless we'd managed to patch up that... unless we'd managed to patch up that security hole somehow, we'd basically be running into the same wall again. Likely without a way of getting out this time.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Leah?
Mm-mm.
Wait. You don't want to participate?
Mm-mm.
Why? Dear, could it be that you are concerned about what happened last time?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, that was likely just a random issue. I highly doubt it would happen again this time around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Oh man, it's a shame. But what can you do? Raids really are no fun if people are forced into them. That's right, everyone. We should respect Leah's decision here, okay? Fine, if you really don't want to. Well, I suppose it's just a bit too soon, after all.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I'm sure there will be more opportunities in the future. I sure hope so. I want to complete at least one raid with you, Cherie. Cherie. Well then, I suppose it's time to explore Sapphire Raids now? Oh, you're at that point now. Nice. I'm sure you'll love that area, Emily. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Anyway, I'll be going then. Let me know if you want to start a party, Liam. Same for me. See you around.
Bye.
Goodbye, dear, and take care. I am sorry, Liam. I know you would like to do the raid, but really have to be careful about this. I wouldn't be too surprised if they are actively trying to catch Leah with the raid by putting up an extra raid or something. If there's a security hole in the system, it could have been hacked to put in more raids to try and lure them out.
That would be too noticeable, though.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to gather more people to copy and make avatars. I don't guess they captured Leia by accident.
I think that was fully intentional, I think.
Yeah, she was being tracked.
Yeah, that was the weird effect that we were seeing. Just one hit.
Yep.
Well, the thing with the avatars is that people, they don't make them from people. They basically develop on their own from people playing. So Apollo probably has one on another character of his, since he's been playing for quite a while, I presume.
Yeah, I mean, like they grab a player, copy them, and develop them from there.
Yeah, I think they just get the avatars directly if they've developed. Okay. Over here, or... Alright, yeah, let's not go back there. And was it over here? Yeah, that's the Rookie Harbor, so it is this one. For a second I thought that the exit to west there, to the east there, was the one that leads to Rookie Harbor. Okay, here we are.
Wait, weren't you to call in party members? Party members.
I'm glad we were all thinking exactly the same thing.
Okay. It's time for chakrams and fists to roll over the field. Okay, let's go with the standards.
Yeah.
Sure, I'd gladly join if a bit of magic of mine is enough for you. We can still contact them.
Hi.
Sir Manzalia, Jordan and I are planning to explore Sapphire Ridge. Let us know if you want to join us.
Eventually, in the late game, we could have a party of all Spheromancers.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, Leah. Polly and I plan to explore Sapphire Ridge today. Care to join us? I do like that they give us the option of change up. Emily's already feeling her skin crawl. Wooden
Whatever
bridge,
reason
man.
you have for her skin to crawl.
There's nothing wrong with a wooden bridge, provided it's well kept.
Yeah. Okay, what have we here? Fall flies. Okay.
Maybe instantly think of Fall Guy.
Pardon?
Yeah,
Okay.
pardon.
Let's see,
I'm
there's
sorry,
probably
we don't
some
have the
jumps
authority
around
to
here.
make these words.
Oh yeah, this is looking familiar.
Ooh.
Oh, this must be Sapphire Ridge. A very mysterious place, huh? Apparently around here it's night all day long. Let's just ignore all the implications that would have on the ecosystem. We don't think too much about it, you little nerds. Wait. What's that over there? Please don't tell me it's what I think it is. So, no traders here. Well, it makes sense. Not like this path is large enough anyway. Andean also is cozy as hell. That too. Okay. Just parked here to explain why there's no start of area traders. Please, just leave it alone. Let's just ignore it and go on. Quickly, please.
Fight it! Fight it! Fight!
Bluegrass. Really? Bluegrass? Well, okay, actually that makes sense, but still. It feels like a pun.
I mean,
Reference.
bluegrass is an actual thing. Like, there are specific breeds of lawn grass called bluegrass.
Oh,
Okay.
I was thinking of the band.
Oh yeah, the music genre.
Panzer. So it's a panda merged with a panzer. What is its weaknesses? Okay. Oh, it's a mortar as well. There we go.
Wait, most creatures the face so far have been kinda half organic, half mechanical and all that.
Not
This
sure what
one-
that was.
This one is all robotic. There will be a few fully robotic enemies.
Okay,
You
this
just-
thing is no joke.
Yeah, actually,
Fight the bugs!
here's the thing, people. Yes,
Why would you fight the bugs, Leah? Why are you doing this to me? What is this? Are they walking? Are those swords? Why do those bugs have swords? I don't understand. Leah, please make them go away. What is the description of these actually? Sun beetle. And they're weak against ice. Suck up, I'm out, Leah. And so are we.
Yeah, we need some better
Right.
equipment.
Pardon, that was just too much for me to handle. Okay,
dear.
let's try and get to this inn first then.
Yeah, also, I said, this time I'm gonna try to say this again. Pandas will be cute to people, just don't approach a panda in the enclosure or in the wilds.
Or just don't approach them at all.
Yeah, since
They're still bears.
yeah, they're still bears. They
They're
feel
not actually
threatened.
bears, though.
Oop.
Wait, what?
Pandas aren't actually bears.
Now that
Oh, yeah,
now that
that's-
you mention it, plus you mentioned a part of it there, I think Casual Geographic said something about them being closer to koalas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that may explain. I would thought that they are
Everything.
marsupial.
Oop.
I remember always thinking, why do the newborn panda babies look so weird compared to other bear cubs? But yeah, that explains it. They're marsupials.
I don't know that they're marsupials, but they're not bears.
They just conversion evolution.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, also
to
just the
think
fact
that-
that Ben is as stupid as all hell.
Oh dear. And to think that the early ancestors so far found was in Spain.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh dear. Oh yeah, still.
Uh,
They have mole
there's
people.
cow level.
Wait. What did they say that? I
Okay,
think we
apparently
missed
they
a few
are
takes.
bear species. I was incorrect.
Was it all bears? All right.
Okay. Let's see. Look, there's some perfectly regular bamboo right in that river. Cute.
And they're all for the lazy bridges.
Huh. For many decades,
Curious.
the precise taxonomic classification of the giant panda was under debate because it shares characteristics with both bears and raccoons. In 1985, molecular studies indicated that the giant panda is a true bear, part of the family Ursidae.
Okay.
The studies showed it diverged about 19 million years ago from the common ancestor of the Ursidae, as the most basal member of the family and equidistant from all other extant bear species.
Okay, so same answer. So they technically still bears, just they're probably so far removed that they cannot crossbreed with other bears, I guess.
Oh, yeah, that's just part of being a different species.
Yeah.
Polar bear and grizzly bears have been able to breed fertile offsprings.
Really?
Yes, I told you about this gruler bear, aka grizzly bears. It has happened in the wild. There are growing numbers in Canada.
Oh, so Canada has attacked bears now instead of the Russians.
They discovered this because hunters shot a bear, polar bear. They thought it was polar bear. That was unusually large, but when they shot it and took it for examination, they realized, oh, this is not a polar bear. This is a hybrid, and it's fertile.
Huh.
And it's bigger and stronger than both.
Also, I just noticed, maybe a bit late, but the island here is basically shaped, the continent here is basically shaped like either a croissant or a controller.
Yeah,
Emily has
was on
joked about
that.
it being shaped like a croissant before.
Yeah. I must have forgotten or missed that then.
I mean, it was like a year ago.
An unfortunate series of features. Okay,
Yeah.
only one here? Greetings, Seeker. Are you looking for hints on how to get the shade from this area?
Uh-huh.
In that case, my grandmother should be able to help you. You can usually find her at the balcony at the very top.
Ugh.
Alright.
But yeah, as some animals are so closely related they can have offspring. Some are infertile, or in the case as with the grizzly bear, rare case of fertile offsprings.
Yeah,
And then the
ligers
case
are an
of-
example of unfertile or infertile.
Yeah, the case of animals still the same family group, but their relations are grow so distant it's impossible. Like dire wolves is technically are not wolves. Were dire because we're not able to breed with other wolves and just got out competed completely.
I hear a bunch of scientists are trying to return dire wolves, but they're doing that by basically crossing them or crossing their DNA with regular wolf.
Yeah, this is
Well, like, the thing
Is
is,
it's not true. Well, they have done it, just it doesn't count as a dire wolf.
yeah, they're not
Yeah.
actually dire wolves. They are just regular wolves with some dire wolf traits.
They're
Yeah.
just mid wolves.
Basically, they just made dire wolves look like they made grey wolves look like dire wolves. It's technically not wolves, but again, they thought it was wolf and discovered it, but technically dire hounds.
Okay.
Dire donkeys.
What?
Hello, Seeker. This is the cave-in, a hostel built inside a house from the very beginnings of human activity on planet Shadoon. If I can offer you a room, please let me know.
Uh-huh.
Is what I would say if there was actually any room free.
Why?
I'm afraid business is going up for us Lings again. Which, of course, is nothing to be afraid of. However, our very own 24/7 shop, as well as a trade hub, are at your disposal. Please enjoy your stay. And
Are
back
you-
on the table. This
Every
screen is
time.
fascinating. Can you stop the act already? I know this is not about the cam. It's all about the cam. Why won't you just simply admit it? You like to sit on tables. No, it's not true. You missed it. She's just a cat, huh? The cat's trying to play a game. Okay.
Why?
Huh? See, now even this random player here agrees. She should just admit it, right?
Uh-huh.
But look, there's nothing wrong with sitting on tables.
Uh-huh.
I mean, sure, it's weird, but we're in a game. We're here to have fun. If sitting on tables is your idea of fun, then more power to you. But for so many years, people's always told me to not do it, that it's bad manners. Who cares? We're in Crossroads. This is a place to screw around and let loose. And I definitely never saw any player being banned for sitting on a table. You're right.
Banhammer.
Of course I am. Just admit it. Alright. I love sitting on tables. And that is how we finally get her off the table. Sitting on tables is the best. Now they're making it weird. Everyone sitting on tables is amazing. Huh? You know what, when you angle, it will change your perspective and everything. Damn, girl, that's some deep stuff. Thank you so much, you two. Finally, I was able to open up. No problem. You definitely seem more happy this way. I am. I have to go now. I have to spread the message. Oh, great. We made a profit of sitting on tables. Oh, dear. She really did a complete 180 there, didn't she? I better have a look what she's up to now. See you around.
Bye.
I get the feeling that was added in specifically because people kept asking, kept wanting to have Leah and the gang interact with them.
Oh dear. No.
There is also a store to the right.
Actually, if they're gonna spread the message, I hope people don't mishear her.
What do you think they could mishear it as?
We all know people. What do you say?
Sitting on tables.
I think at least you said a word.
Oh no, I used a bad language word.
Okay.
There's a shop inside.
He's
the
doing it
building
every
on the right.
day. Says it keeps him fit. He's doing it every day. Says it keeps him glitched. Fit? We were inside a game. How does that work? Well, you're as fit as you feel, I guess. Okay, so it's not a cave in a an inn in a cave.
It's just a cave.
Shop. It is the thing you buy.
Also, I don't know why it took me so long, Dagan. I haven't seen them mention the planet's name too much. I just finally realized why the shads are shard. How do you pronounce it? Are called shard.
Yep.
They're named after the planet.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're from Shadoon.
Shad from Shadoon.
They're good about throwing shade.
You know, part of me wish they had done that. Like, the species could have a different name from the planet. Like, sure, you can call us Earthlings or Terran. No, we just call ourselves humans.
Oh my
Let's see. Are you ready to do trials now? Not yet. I used all my sandwiches on the boss before. I'm fresh out of credits, too.
Hi.
Hey, you. Care to spare poor girl a few thousand credits?
How?
I already told you they got rid of credits trading ages ago. If you keep asking for items, you'll just look suspicious. Seriously? Please don't report me. Taking a dig at gold trading. And okay, nothing after that. Okay, let's gear up. Weapon best quality of shots, but now foremost we produce for human being. But yeah. I think in most sci-fi stuff, the inhabitants being named after the species is typically more done from an external angle. So I'm presuming in like Star Trek that the Vulcans don't actually call themselves Vulcans in their own language and such. But yeah, for the rest of the for the rest of the universe, it's easier for everyone to call the people of Vulcan Vulcans.
Also, do you say the inhabitants are named after the species?
Of the planet.
There we go.
The thing is, in reference to Star Trek, like, not most of the species actually aren't named after the planet they're from. Like the Klingons are from Kronos.
True, yeah.
The Ferengi are from Ferenginar.
The Andorians from Andorra. Or Andor.
What was that?
Yeah, the Andorians.
Yeah. I think their planet's called Andoria. What else is there? I don't know. My brain's not working too great right now, but it's not as common as it sounds. It's not as common as it would seem.
Yeah, I don't like Klingons for they're not named in any way after the planet. Otherwise, it would be Chronosian or something like that.
I guess it might. I guess it might also play a role in how they are met first, because I'm presuming most interactions with the Klingons at first were going to be shoot first and such. So they'd have to give them a name before they'd know, their homeworld and such.
Yeah.
And I think in Stargate it's done in a bit of a similar way, that they get to a place, they meet the people, that people tell them what they are called, or what they call themselves. And, well, they still use the designations for the planets, but I'm presuming beyond that, they would just call the planets after the people. So it's a bit of an inverse there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's have a look. Cobalt. Makes sense to have it be cobalt. Futuristic looking goggles that enhance sight. Even help while reading in the dark. Okay, a lot of extra focus, but less defense.
Yeah, we need more defense, if anything.
There's something about cobalt. So one.
Like, if anything, we need more defense and more HP.
All right. Also, there's something about cobalt I learned from my father long ago, and something I think thanks to World of Warcraft, where they had some in Wrath of Lich King or something. They had cobalt weapons. Asked father about the metal, and he said basically, don't forge anything out of cobalt. It may explode.
Yeah.
The thing is that cobalt, there's a lot of isotopes of cobalt that are naturally radioactive.
Yeah, hence why the idea of forging a sword out of cobalt is a bad idea.
Yep. Damn boots, really? Okay, we need a lot of local resources for these. Also, more than beyond obvious that this place is entirely inspired by Japan. Speaking of, I think I've said this before, but the people of Japan actually refer to Japan as Nippon.
Yeah.
So I have absolutely no idea where Japan came from, but I guess you could also use that as a bit of an example of different people calling different places and people different things.
Yeah, like, what the heck? We still call France Frankrike. Kingdom of
Same.
Franks.
Yep. In Dutch, it's Frankrijk. Frank
You
and
too as well.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Oh, that reminds me of a bit of a not really a linguistic quirk, but just a funny thing. The Dutch word for parent is ouder, which also in the same exact configuration means older. So yeah. So yeah, they are a parent because they are older.
I love that.
Oh. dear gods.
Hey, your love is pretty popular here these days, Seeker. I still remember when I left home to find luck in the big city. Our inn was almost done for. Imagine my surprise when I got a letter from my mother telling me to return. Of course, I could never refuse such a request, so my wife and I packed our things and moved here. And we don't regret it. My wife still has some trouble getting used to our traditions, but she always wanted to live somewhere calm and peaceful.
I noticed something about the names here. I think it's less Japanese and more East Asia.
In general, probably, yeah.
For Ling is Chinese.
Yeah. Let's see, what were you saying? Now that I think about it, bench and crosswords are very different from other games. How so? Because they're actually useful. In most games they are purely decorative and you can't really sit on them. Yeah, it's true that avatars allow proper sitting. Yet it doesn't seem to be enough. What do you mean? I feel like everyone in this game is trying to sit at the strangest place they can find. Oh, true. I even saw a girl sitting on a table not so long ago. Right, but I was thinking of someone else. What person could you possibly be talking about? The one with the exact same class? Oh, hello there.
Karaoke!
Oh, it is karaoke.
Okay, I get the feeling those designs may be a reference, but that is completely going over my head.
They look familiar and not familiar, so I'm unsure.
Where is Jing? Okay. Kung Fu Buddha?
Hi!
Oh, why hello. Oh, it's... Alright. You just startled me a bit. I only recently moved here with my lovely husband Pero. I'm still getting used to his family's traditions. One of which is praying for a good day at least once per day. They say I don't have to do this, as they respect where I'm coming from. But how can I do that when they're all such nice people? Anyway, I hope it is okay if I return to my prayer for now.
Sleepy.
My research said the blueprint was somewhere here. If I could find it, I could complete my dream of crafting the best Geta ever. Okay, that sounds of interest. We can't interact. I guess we found the storage room. Stupid. Huh? Oh, sorry, I guess. I kinda don't want to talk right now, if that's cool. My parents are annoying as is. I can't deal with seekers right now. Okay, now how do we... There... Not there.
They're everywhere.
He's trying to
Thank
get
you
to the
for
chest
prayer.
here. The sticky web. Okay.
Do we really need to go that far when we have them closer by?
Okay, I am liking the design of this place, and hello.
Oh.
What have we here? Okay, that's probably going to be important later.
Yeah. No, can we go into the karaoke room? I almost went Swedish there.
It even has the music. I'm fully convinced that these characters are either from Patreon backers or a reference that I'm not getting. I saw them shimmer. I saw them shimmer like destructibles, so I destructed.
What about the other room there? There was one room you didn't try to talk to people, I think. No? Oh, all right.
Need to call it early, Liz?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's only 1 p.m. here. I'm just sleepy.
Good day, Seeker. Yep. The name. You could say she's her husband's darling.
No. That's the other one. We already seen the wife.
I hope you enjoy your stay at our humble establishment. We Links take pride in our inn. If you like, you can also meet my dear mother, who owns it. She loves speaking to travelers.
Okay, that's his sister.
Up this way. There it is. There's the matriarch.
Howling?
Calling. Another bird approaches me. Welcome, birds.
Hi?
The bird is trying to find a worm, but a bug is what it needs to catch. To the south is where the bird needs to fly, through bamboo trees and beyond. And by a pond and a fire, it needs to land. Now fly, little bird. Fly and let the wind carry you.
Wait. Cow?
No, Mummy, I do not want to catch a bug. No bugs.
I know just how. I just pick up Liz and throw them. While shouting the sacred words, yeet.
West balcony.
There's also the. Wait, wasn't there a quest marker from the person who was at the bottom?
I think that's one is more pointing towards the matriarch. But we can
Fair
check again in a sec. Really? Hi,
Hi.
the name is Ling Ling, and I'm the youngest of the Lings. Well, technically, my brother and I are the youngest since we are twins, but I'm the youngest female. So, tell me about the big cities. I always wanted to go, but my mother keeps saying that I'm too young, sadly.
Hi.
Oh, is that so? Wow, that is so cool. Please come back and tell me more, okay? Okay, there's the one. Now, how do we get to you, actually, then?
We knew how to
there.
get to that one.
Yeah.
Interrupted Emily there. Hello, fellow seeker.
Hi.
I'm currently looking for help, but just one person, not a whole party. Just talk to me again if you happen to be by yourself later.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, what did I interrupt? It really would be not such a nice location if it weren't for all those bugs.
Poor Emily.
Okay, we'll have to return there at some point.
And we also need to fight some bugs.
You have to get materials.
And to unlock new skills. We gotta level up.
Yep. Let's see, how close are we now? Only a little bit closer
Definitely
because
far.
we've been avoiding combat. Okay, so southwards, past bamboo. Oh, hello. Okay, sneaky. I'm guessing it's the same on the other side here that you can actually sneak through. Yep. Okay.
Bamboo.
So that does mean that some places you can actually sneak between.
Rambo?
Bamboo.
Boo.
Okay. I'm half expecting at least one Kung Fu Panda reference. Oh, hello. And you thought they were a panda for a second. That would have been perfect timing.
Yeah, we have been having dues of late.
It has been a while since a seeker visited me.
Hmm?
Most have given up by this point, not capable of handling the power they've been given. Are you any different, Seeker? Well, it shall remain to be seen. I know what you came here for. It's the lost shade you seek, correct? I am merely a man, but I was blessed with the task of helping any soul in need of guidance. So, if it is the shade you seek, 4 trials you must pass.
Why?
Why? To unlock a path. One shall be revealed, and one that shall be revealed once you have completed them all. 1 for each element. Trials of the Golden Bugs. A strange vagabond knows how to gain access to the final shade. However, you first need to pass a series of trials to show that you are worthy. Okay. Finish the trial of vigor in the nesting grounds. Trial of patience in the flower lake. Trial of agility in the carved pathway. And the trial of insight in the bamboo thicket. Okay, and we get golden bugs for those. 4 by number. The trials can be found in Sapphire Ridge. Each one guarded by a golden bug holding a lantern. And each one testing you with a trial. Only those who overcome them may move forward. The first is the trial of vigor. It can be found in the nesting grounds, an easily missed cave north of the eroded path. The second is to be completed at the flower lake and is called the trial of patience. The third goes by the name Trial of Agility and is found in the carved pathway. And the last is not far from here in by the bamboo thicket and is called the Trial of Insight. Once all trials have completed, you shall return to me. Understood? Good. Stay ever vigilant, Seeker. 4 golden bugs, he says. I really don't like where this is going. Maybe they're friendly bugs? There can be no friendly bugs, Stronny. Never. Okay, I'm not sure now if... oh, hello. I'm not sure if Starship Troopers would be a horror movie or absolute catharsis for Emily.
Yes.
Oh dear. Also, if I remember right, you can eat bamboo sprouts?
Yep.
There we go.
But only the sprouts.
Yeah, because, well, once it actually grows into... What would you call the more common form? The wooden state or something?
It's the
once
grass.
it's there...
Once
Okay,
it's
well...
fully grown.
Yeah, then the best you can do is use it as an oversized toothpick.
Yeah. And again, you can also eat some species of pine trees. Some of the, well, the pine bark thing on the end of the, you know, the little needle things. But only on some and the soft ones before they harden as well.
Hello.
But I think it's been more survival food than actual dish.
Yeah. Oh, shortcut.
Can't you eat
But we've also
clovers
got-
as well?
We've also got a treasure chest to obtain. That's all.
Yep.
Oh, I have to check up sometime about what you can and cannot eat again in the wilds.
I know you can use those sprouts in soups. First, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
think
mostly
it's still
going
right.
off of Genshin Impact's dishes for that, so that's probably a bit inaccurate.
I only know this because of Pix arc. But yeah, like if someone is out camping and just in nature a lot, knowing what you can eat and cannot eat would be probably damn vital if you got lost.
Yeah.
For then it's good to learn what is edible, or at least know in advance.
Old blueprint.
I wonder if that was
Okay.
what the guy was looking for.
Possibly. So I'm gonna clean my glasses. Liz, you know what to do.
Yeah, we still need to find that previous broken bit. I'm guessing
Don't
our...
beat Captain.
I'm guessing our old friend is only going to show up once we once we get that previous one.
Yep. Yeah, we need to complete that previous quest.
Let's see.
Promise is a promise 4. We also never completed Gaia's Garden Trailblazing.
Yeah, the data probe and the defeat quest. Let's see. One more Beheath Sloth, and the probe
only have
somewhere in a
one.
cave.
Good to do
Also,
those before we continue on, since we need XP.
Yeah. Also, these ones were a bit over-leveled for, but still. Bucky Coon Bazaar House.
And that's one we just never turned in.
Yeah. There we go. Seeker Hub, Shop, Dusty Home, Shad Home, Arid Breeze. There. Okay. I'm pretty sure we ran through there like 3 times since we completed everything for that.
We just kept forgetting to turn the quest in.
There. Hey, Seeker, you got everything?
Uh-huh.
Amazing. You really got everything. Now we can begin with the fun part. Let me just prepare everything you need.
Oh, right, this one's a mini-game.
Alrighty, that's it. Here, take this and go down the stairs behind me to your right. I think there was supposed to be something happening there, but I think it glitched a bit. I will follow you and tell you how to get our precious machine running. Is this going to involve belly dancing?
I was just pondering, are we gonna have a belly dancing mini game?
No, just a brewing mini-game. Hi?
This place needs at least one Shantae reference. Ah, Seeker, welcome. Red-headed expert of the brew is coming down as well to give explain.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty, let's get this going, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Come, follow me. Here we are. Now take a look at this. Amazing, huh? Our partners in Bergen really outdid themselves with this beauty. I'm not gonna go into technical details, but it will brew us amazing drinks and infuse them with ancient power.
Ugh.
If we prove ourselves worthy, that is. You know how the track works. No reward without trials. I'm sure a seeker like you will do just fine. Let me explain. After starting, the machine will request energy from one of these steam receivers. You will need to put some ice in there quickly. At first, you can use a bubble generator for that. Later, you will have to catch water bubbles that the track sends through those pipes from who knows where. Okay. Oh, you should also throw some ice at the machine itself once in a while. We don't want it overheating, do we? Well, then, that's about it. You got everything?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. My assistant Drew will check the numbers while you're at work, but I'm sure you will do great. Drew is brewing.
Brew.
Wouldn't it have been funnier if he was just called Bro? He's a brew bro.
His name
I
is
myself,
Bra.
I myself sadly can't watch you because I have business to attend to upstairs. So we'll talk again once it's finished, yes?
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Mon Dieu, another instance. What will us do any quest together or what? Okay. Seeker and press ancients for great liquids. I will keep eye on some numbers. Okay. Here we go. Okay, brewing process starts. go. For a second, I thought I missed that one. Okay, 3 out of 15. Oh, now it's getting trickier. Can we even hit that one from there?
You have to move the bubble. Remember?
Yeah. There. There. Okay. Missed. Okay, those bubbles seem to be coming straight at us.
Yep, it's the targeted attack one.
There. Okay, it's starting to overheat. Missed again.
Oh,
okay.
Who's died?
Yeah. Well, now I know at least how to do it. Okay.
5 years later. Also, we really need to be able to start a bit earlier. For the 2 hours feels too short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for a game with this much content.
Yeah, like I keep telling you, Captain. Prepare your own meals on stream days.
I would if I had more money to to afford most of it.
Oh, right, true.
There. Yeah, I could probably try a bit of meal prepping. Just get a whole bunch of right, there's again. A whole bunch of minced meat and rice, and make easily be prepared meals from that.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna want to fix the overheat pretty soon here.
Yeah.
But I know I joked about writing about whenever we are late because of your family is late with eating in a book of grudges. I kind of wonder sometimes how many pages would have it been by now if I actually done it from the first time we had those delays.
A lot.
Yeah. Okay. Drawing one. There we go. There and there. Okay. 2/3 of the way. This has to be a pretty chill brew if we put so much ice to use in it. It's pretty much going to be ice with booze.
I guess you could say this machine is pretty cool.
Like, what kind of booze is this that you need this kind of a system?
Ancient brew. It's ancient booze.
There. Yep. Should have done it with the bubble. Come on, last one. Yep. Got it on the rebound.
We still need one more.
There we go. We missed two, it seems. Hey there, Seeker. You got everything done here? All right. What did the numbers say, brah? Numbers say good quality of liquid goods. Seems Seeker done well. Great. It seems like everything went off without a hitch. We will extract the product soon. I will notify the boss of your success, so you can go back to him and get your rewards. But you should definitely come back afterwards, so we can brew more of this fine stuff. Looking forward to it.
Bye.
Okay, so once all this trailblazing is done, we could get a job here.
Yeah, just brewing. We're in a local brewery. Hi.
Oh, all right. Seeker, happy report of success already flew into reach. Splendid.
Huh?
Our site is filled with the smell of sweetness and the taste of ripened drink. And lost profits, not to forget. Also brewed liquid, miraculous creator of friendship and persuasion, according to human myths of trade.
Yeah, he says to the avatar that has never had alcohol in her existence, so she has no clue what it does.
Yes, this indeed might be venture of century for Bazaar. Seeker get regal reward and thanks from heart.
Beer.
The creature protected for the Baki Bazaar Union contained a machine to produce marvelous drinks. Now it needs proper testing. The brewing experiment has been a success. Now you can create empowered drinks to help on your journey. Okay, bear beer. Okay, the heck does that do? Let's see.
Bear beer. We
got
actually
so
recently.
many-
Apparently, some companies recently starting to sell a bear beer. And
Oh, become
they're
some
pretty
favorite.
Swinglish.
Drink evoking the strength of bears, the most unstoppable of forces. Fast. Okay, now it gives us defense and attack up. Okay.
Hey. And we also have durian.
That's not that. Let's see. HP regen plus 80% regenerates given percentage of HP over 60% of 60 seconds of combat. Healing frequency increases with higher percentage. Okay. Let's see, I probably should have used just all of these things before.
Yeah, it's easy to forget though.
Yeah.
You mean on the favorites thing?
That as well, but just using all of these in combat, because I've basically only been using the sandwiches and teas. One true king of the fruits. And 99 seconds of attack up. However the hell you say this, the favorite dish of poets and
Mustache.
philosophers. That gives focus and defense up. Popsicle depicting a werewolf on a stick. Okay.
But Maltash? I didn't think that was food. It was sounds like just someone attaching hammerhead or mole heads to the mustache.
Okay, this is just everything up for 2 minutes plus, but it is slow to eat. Okay.
It's a full course. But full course meal, that is.
Okay, and next time we run across a boss, I'm using some of these. And we can have 2 buffs active at once, it seems. So we could just get off, we could start with a full course and then just get something else as well, like a blazing bun.
Wait, what?
A part of me feels like selling some of this stuff, but I kind of want to collect.
We never equipped the new weapon we bought.
There.
Remember,
I
because we
didn't
bought
get-
a new sword?
Yep. Cobalt Edge. Cobalt Mail. And the boots. Okay. Let's see. Nothing is an upgrade over that. And nothing is an upgrade over that. I keep forgetting that we have 2 spots for weapons, actually. Let's see. Crocus Pocus.
Still working on that one.
It says...
Oh wait, yeah, we have the meter, because we've gone over a percentage point.
Yeah. Okay, they should be at the quest hub here. Okay, there you are. Howdy, girl.
Hi!
I found a way to spice up that hat I gave y'all. Y'all ready for an upgrade?
Uh-huh.
Here you'll go. Dried grass hat. Bigger and better, just like that.
Ooh.
I'll see you all in the next, in the fields. Till next time.
Bye!
And off they go. Is that... I very much doubt that's going to be an upgrade, but like, we can take a look all the same. Botanist.
It boosts the drop rate from plants.
Combat rank also increases the drop rate of items. Okay.
That is handy if you need to grind off screen from any plant material.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait, does that mean you would have easy time to farm bones earlier?
Yep.
Yes, there are
It
no
has
bones
to
on
be
the plants.
combat level.
What?
The thing is, like, it boosts. It means that high combat rank level also boosts. Or high combat rank also boosts the drop rate from plants. So
Okay.
it's not as useful for like farming bones because they're in such a limited area.
Yeah. It's also this quest that we forgot.
Yep.
Let's see. Autumn's Fall, Dense Water Caverns. Let's see. Autumn's Rise, Autumn's Fall. Now, where are the Dense Water Caverns? That's Para. Let's see.
I think we just have to go in a cave.
Center. Ah, there. That's the one. Okay. Yeah, don't really think we have much time for much story progression. So, yeah, let's pick up these. I could maybe do some grinding off screen of the new stuff, but we'd miss out on some flavor text probably. Interrupted. I still need to see the new Sonic movie. Like the moment. Yeah, like the moment I actually had time to go look for it, it was already leaving theaters. So, yeah, I'll need to pick up the disc somewhere.
We can have it as another movie night.
Yep.
Just have to grab something. Yes, I agree. If you get it on whatever disc you can get your hands on, you should watch it together.
Yeah. I'll need to check if the disc drive I've got actually can play Blu-ray or not. I'm not sure on
It'll
that.
say on the front if you can play Blu-ray.
Wait, did you get a Blu-ray trailer? Blu-ray player?
Blu-ray?
Yeah, I think I did get this this new disc drive specifically because it can play Blu-ray as well. Let's... Yep. Up somewhere here. Up right there. Okay. Alright. Oop. Okay, this time we don't need to do all the water puzzles. Oh, right, yeah, this thing. I kind of forgot about it because it kicked my fucking ass. But I think the tables might be turned now.
Hopefully, and pondering this was recently. I've been planning on making a faction based on Blaze Hoof.
Okay, stage 1.
For the game, basically, I'm probably gonna make like Statues riding nightmares. As in burning horses.
Okay. Front is armored, so we need to hit from the sides. We're behind. Yeah, it's a lot easier with a few dozen levels over it now, huh?
Yeah.
Go. Okay. There. Got a lot of elemental charge back. Because normal attacks do restore elemental stability, or whatever it was called again. Too early. Come on, charge. Too late.
And imagine if you lose to it again.
I'm not going to use any healing items, at least. There we go. Now, chill out, you. Oh, almost killed it right there.
Moo.
Okay, this was the part that was annoying us all hell. Because we have to bounce the shot off of the ice. I think.
I can't remember what the trick was to disable the flame shield.
I'm not seeing any openings.
Do you just have to hit it with the ice from a weak point?
Yep.
Maybe heal?
Now remember, I think you just have to bounce regular shots off of the ice wall.
I don't want to cheese this with using all the sandwiches I bought earlier. I'm not seeing an opening in its flame shield.
It's just regular shots, because you were increasing the break bar with regular attacks from the right angle, or with ice attacks.
I'm going to use one sandwich here.
One sando.
That doesn't seem to be doing anything either. I'm not seeing how to actually do damage here. Yeah, the ice shots just melt. I really don't see how we're supposed to do this. Yep.
There we go.
Okay, that was totally not how it was actually intended to happen, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, help!
Yeah. Would help if I actually got to its weak sides. There we go.
Yay!
Okay, I still have no idea what we were actually supposed to do there, because that happened more out of accident than anything else, from the blast getting bounced back at it.
It was because all of the icicles hit it in the weak point.
Yeah, but I don't see how that would have been possible with the ice blocks, because that flame shield kept vaporizing them.
You probably have to shoot it at like funky angles or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say that the last phase of that is just not well telegraphed and what we need to do.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we turn that in with? Yeah, the Fruits of Autumn HQ. Which is back in Rookie Harbor, I think.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Let's... Here's the storage. There. Okay. I do appreciate that every area is labeled on the map, because sometimes it can be such a pain in the ass to find places. Ah, you're back, Seeker. So the wrath of the proud beast has finally been extinguished?
Uh-huh.
That is good to hear. May it rest in peace, and may you continue to bring peace and harmony to this world.
Yeah.
True words, my friends, and wise. Goodbye.
Bye.
The bovine has been delivered from its pain. It will do no more harm to the lands of autumn. Okay.
Wait. The disease that put it... It had a high fever? Extreme fever in this case?
I forget specifically what they said about it, because I think it was like 4 streams back that we tried it last time.
I was reading the text you from where you finished it.
Let's see. Let's head back to Gaia's Garden and try to find one of those, one of the armored slots.
Right. Fast travel to one of the spots in the top right in the infected area.
Okay. There.
Because that's where the sloths and the jack-o'-lanterns were.
I think this is where one of those jack-o'-lanterns ambushed us. Okay. You are weak to wave. Yep. And my headset is starting to complain about being charged, not about wanting to be charged. There we go.
And we have about 11 minutes remaining.
Huh, sloth enemies. I think those are actually inspired by the prehistoric variant, the...
Ethereum.
Yep. Yeah, Megatherium. Also known as the giant ground sloth. They used to be the size of an elephant.
Holy shit!
I told you! I've been telling you two this few streams back.
I've actually been getting recommended... I've actually been recommended a few more Ark videos recently on YouTube. And yeah, seems that Snail Games have not learned their lesson about how to run a freaking game since the original version.
Yeah, they're just milking Ark for what it's worth without thinking of its health.
Yeah.
How do I many one?
Apparently, the anti-cheat services can be offline for months at a time.
Goddamn.
Oh dear. And yeah, here's the thing. They are probably the reason why many of the original wildcard developers just over the years just up and left. For many of them after they left just openly said they just couldn't handle it. Because the head boss and Snail Games have become so greedy. It's pissing them off because the current head of wildcard promised they will not do what their former founding boss did, was just grab money and run away. That they wouldn't do that.
They're grabbing money and refusing to run away so they can grab more money.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So of course they get new people who are forced to work with a system that's very much pipes and duct tape.
Yeah, I've got no expectations for Arc 2.
Yeah.
It's either going to it's probably just going to collapse in on itself the week it launches.
Probably, yeah.
Very probably. This is sad.
And yeah, I get the feeling that we are getting close to another major event in the story. I hope we are not too close to the ending, but if we are, I'm curious about this DLC that we haven't taken any look at so far.
Yeah, so a little bit of context. So we have a full area. So we have the entire area of Sapphire Ridge, and then a bunch of, and then another area that doesn't have a lot of exploration and no combat on its own, but it gives you the ability to go back and farm for resources in previous areas by boosting them up to your current up to level 60.
Okay, so level scaling, but it's the area that scales to you instead of you to the area.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll have the end game, and then the post game DLC, which I have not actually played yet, because the last time I played all the way through, that hadn't been released yet.
All right.
Okay, question to you both.
Yes.
Should we stream this again tomorrow evening?
I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, I might have time.
All right.
Right.
So, yeah. That'll be it for CrossCode today, but before we end the stream, of course, we're going to look for someone to raid, and in the meantime, I can list off the schedule.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I gotta be going, so y'all have a good one.
See you next time, Liz.
Safe. Again?
Always
Give
quick
us
on
a
the draw
chance.
with that.
What?
Always quick on the draw with that, or on the withdraw from that.
Oh, God.
Okay, so let's have a look. It's pretty busy again, so let me narrow this down to a few. 3 or 4 or such should be nice. Let's see. We have Katie, who is playing The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. I'm a bit split on if I should try and get that game at some point. From what I've heard, it is good, as it's Oblivion, and a lot of people prefer Oblivion over Skyrim. I'm not sure which I would prefer, because it has been ages since I played both. So we'll have to see. It is still just as glitchy as the original, but people actually thank the developers for that. And yeah, the modding scene for that is starting up, so we'll have to see what gets ported over. Let's see. Next up, we have Coradust, who is playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I haven't picked that up in a few days. I should see if there's anything going on again. There was an event last time for Easter, but that's probably ended by now. And we have I'm a Flanker with Beyond All Reason. And let's see. I'm not seeing anyone with anything too interesting otherwise. So, yeah, Katie with Oblivion Remaster, Kurados with Monster Hunter Wilds, and I'm a flank with Beyond All Reason. Can't say I've heard of that game, so let me take a peek. Okay. Any of those you would suggest, or shall I pick?
Oblivion or the one you're curious of. One of those two.
Okay, let's have a look. Something, it's in a book, Reading Rainbow, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it looks to be some sort... I'm just making a joke. It looks sort of like a Supreme Commander or Total Annihilation. I'm forgetting how those games were called. Okay. Yeah, definitely a Supreme Commander inspired with a sort of commander unit going around. Okay, not really my tastes. So... who did you say again? Oblivion?
Oblivion.
Okay, let's go say hi to Katie. We have rated them somewhat recently, but... yeah. I keep saying that I should keep a list of the people we have and haven't rated, but I just always forget or don't really bother. Oh, well. Actually, I don't think we've rated... yeah, doesn't matter. As long as we don't rate the same person like 5 times in a row or something.
Yeah.
Okay, /raid and paste. But before we start that, of course, thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. Let's see. Invader Tori is lurking. I haven't seen you in a while, I think. Nice to see you again. And yeah, thank you, of course, as always, Drakir and Liz, for joining in.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching.
And yeah, let's see. The schedule tomorrow, another showcase stream in the afternoon, where we try 4 to 6 games, see if they're any good for streaming. And yes, I have remembered that for the first one, you advised to go for a full hour instead of just a half hour.
Yeah, there's story in it. But I'm not sure how much the story may take up of the showcase, since you want to show off the game proper after all.
Yeah, it
So
is
1 hour
Digimon,
maybe...
so it is going to be chatty.
Yeah, luckily it's voice acted in English.
Yeah, like Time Stranger is going to be.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that still. And yeah, in the afternoon, hopefully some more CrossCodes. We are
wait,
getting...
what? Repeat that.
Not the afternoon, the evening.
And you tell me I have bad hearing. Can you blame me for being so paranoid?
Apparently, I just have a bad tongue.
We can fix that.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure my sense of taste was damaged at some point or another. Anyways, showcase and maybe CrossCode tomorrow. Thursday, we continue with Crisis 3. And Sunday, well, we continue with Castlevania, the Dominus Collection with Dawn of Sorrows. Sorrows, not sorrows. Okay. But yeah, that'll be for then. So for now, let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then,
Be safe, everyone. Sleep well, and watch out for undead seagulls.
and monkeys and their whales.